Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 18th of March, and we're looking here at a chart of FTSE. This is a 5-minute chart. As I've been saying the last few clips and reports, I'm looking for a peak on FTSE. It's possible we've seen it. Someone said the evidence is a little bit scant, but let's just go through it. We've had this peak here and this peak here, double top, then had a failed break, quickly reversed, impulsive decline here, followed by a fairly impulsive rally, which failed at the Fibonacci 61.8% level, and we came down in this pattern here. This could be read either way. I mean, the failed break is possibly significant. This is clearly impulsive, but so might this be. So we really need to see what's going to happen next week. Any break below there, and I'll be a seller. Obviously, support at 7.4 and 7.380 might be important. But as looking for a longer term peak, then this could provide the foundation for that. And of course we had expiry yesterday, fairly quiet affair as you can see from this chart. Not a huge amount else to say really. The key levels really are, well, obviously 74.38, 74.50 on the up on as resistance, and I mean 74.20 is always important, and that's a fairly key level. So there's a possible reversal pattern there, but we need confirmation, so we're looking for that next week. I almost had an alert yesterday, but I think I'm glad I didn't really, because it's it's a bit too iffy really. Let's have a look at the DAX. Alright, the DAX is looking a little more determined, I guess. This is again a 5-minute chart. 1, 2, nice third wave, 4, 5. So quite a nice 5-wave pattern. This could be an A. I mean, this could be a B wave, so it might be we're going to see slightly higher prices. But any failure below 12.80, any kind of spike, I mean, what would be ideal, of course, is an opening spike on a Monday morning. So the market blips up to around 150. Sellers come in, push it down. That would be a great signal. And that kind of signal, obviously, there's no time to alert for that kind of thing. It could just, well, I'm alerting you now, I suppose. But if it happens, it could be over. At least the best prices will be there for possibly just seconds, or at the most a few minutes, for a really good spike, and that could set the scene for quite a substantial move coming in. So I'd look out for that thing, that possibility, first thing on Monday morning. Right, on the Dow, I'll take a slightly longer term view here. If we take that low there, which came in at the end of February, or towards the end of February, that would be a clear 1 wave, 2 wave, then have 5 waves up to there. Count's quite clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, possible 5 with this sort of, I mean, that could be a 4th wave stretching a bit, so that could be 5, it could be 5th, in which case if we then expand this, we have got a similar 5 waves down, a bit messy, A, B, C, and again we have a case for the market to fall away, so similar parameters would apply there. I mean, obviously 2800 is a key level, and you had to put up the stop up to here really on a short position on the Dow. That actually looks fairly encouraging. The weak point is this 4th wave here. You look at the daily chart of the same pattern, going back to there, it looks like a 1, 2, 3 with a 4 in progress now, and a 5th. So again, there are 2 points of view, and always in markets there are always buyers and sellers. That's basically a fact, so it's better to accept the reality of the situation. So what I'm saying is that if we get confirmation, then Monday could be a fairly critical day. That's really what I'm looking for. Alright, looking at gold, last week, one of my reports, possibly the weekend report, I mentioned that buying around the 1200 level, having found this support, was something that might make sense. I didn't make it a formal recommendation because it was a bit unclear. Since then, we've seen this sharp thrust up on the interest rate news, unexpected in a way, in the sense that the higher interest rate would only mean a stronger dollar. That didn't happen because people were selling the news, having bought the rumour. But it's looking quite encouraging now that we have got a decent base. If this can be maintained, we see a move above here would be very helpful, or we see a bit of a correction and a buying spike. I'll be looking to add to my current positions. But there is some glimmers of hope on gold and silver. I mentioned in my reports that the ETFs and the stocks have increased more significantly, I think up to around 10%, whereas this move on gold is about 2 or 3%. So I think there are signs that things are now starting to move on gold and silver, which are tying with a major peak in equities. And it could all start off next week following expiry yesterday, which, as I've said many times, can be pivotal. Certainly there have been some very major moves that have started at expiry. The 87 crash was one of them, but there have been a whole load of others over the years. And so that's one. When I'm looking for a major move to start, then the expiry situation can be very important. One final point today: we are looking to put together a small group of people to test out new systems. Probably just a couple, well, maybe just 2 or 3 people. It depends on who's interested, and if someone's enthusiastic, we may increase that slightly. The advantage to you would be that first you get the new ideas first. You'll be part of the development team, as it were, and you'll get the whole system once it's completed, whatever your contribution might be to that. So it's totally free and there's no charge, obviously, with this function. If that interests you at all, then please let me know. I mean, you'd be expected to do, having taken on the task, you'd be expected to actually do that, as it's quite important that things are tested out quite thoroughly. But if you have time on your hands and this appeals to you, then it may be something you find very interesting. Anyway, if that's of interest, then please get in touch and we can have a chat. So on that note, I'll call it a day. So I hope you found that interesting and useful. I'll back to the report on Tuesday morning for subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.